Yesterday, we talked about preparations for the Buffalo Marathon, and today we're keeping that running spirit alive as we talk about how to transition from the winter weather to the spring weather, what you should wear, and how you can keep yourself motivated and looking good. We're joined by Alice Longtoe from Fleet Feet Sports. Now, I can imagine when you're transitioning from the very cold weather to the mild temperatures, that's kind of hard if you want to still be outside.
Yeah, it is. I mean, spring is a tough month to transition because you're going from, 40 degrees to 60 degrees. So there are some transition pieces you can use. You know, it's a little bit easier for women because we like to wear capris. You know.
All right, well, why don't we start with women? You've brought some friends over here, and we have some stuff on the table. So let's talk about what the mannequin's wearing.
Well, the mannequin's got on capris, but it's got a running skirt added to it, so it gives it just a little bit of flair, you know, and even a little bit of warmth if you're out on a colder day. The whole thing in any season is to layer. In spring, the layers are just a little bit lighter and much more colorful. So this jacket here that we've got on the mannequin is a wicking fabric, but that front panel is actually coated so that it's water and wind repellent. So if you're out in some spring showers, you're not going to have it soaking through.
Where in the winter, you would probably wear an underlayer and then a wicking waterproof
and another
jacket on top.
Over it. Yes, you'd probably have 3 layers in the winter. Here you can go with 2, and they're lighter layers too. Always add a hat, you know, because if you're in the sun or caught out in the rain, it kind of keeps everything off, off your face.
I can imagine that all of these pieces then can be used separately as the weather gets a little bit warmer, so you're not buying new clothes every time the temperature changes.
Absolutely. Underneath this is a long sleeve top made of a wicking fabric. It's in a really pretty pattern. That's what we do in spring, is kind of jazz it up a little bit. That can be worn alone, or you can layer over it.
All right, well, let's move on to the table because you have some other items for women. We're looking at some sports bras and socks.
Yes, well, sports bras, you know, you don't want to not have spring also in your sports bra. So, you know, there's some great new colors and patterns out that go with the apparel that we have in the store. And then with socks, on both the men's and the women's side, you know, in the wintertime you're wearing merino wool or a thicker sock to give you that added warmth and keep your feet dry. These will keep your feet dry, but they're weightless or ultra thin weight, so that, you know, you feel like you just have a little slipper around your foot and you don't have a thicker sock inside your shoe.
And, you know, we're talking about a lot of these underlaying that are made with wicking fabric. Does this really make a difference for people that are, you know, starting to invest in a running wardrobe?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, from a sock standpoint, if you're wearing a cotton sock and it gets wet, it creates friction within the shoe, and you can get blisters and chafing from that.
And absolutely no one wants that. So let's move on to the guys. What is this gentleman right here wearing?
Well, this guy's got a great top. It's from New Balance. It's called the Boylston, you know, named after Boylston Street in Boston. And this top is really cool because it's thermoregulating. So it's going to keep you warm, it's going to keep you cool as needed. Totally, again, wicking material. The cool thing about this is on the outside of the sleeve here, there's this nice reflective pattern.
So you can run in the morning.
Right, and you can be seen without it being like a big stripe or something. It's just a nice, just a nice chevron.
And I want to get to some of the items we didn't talk about because we don't have much time left. So let's hit these shoes because, guys, you're wearing the wicking shorts.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, well, you know, in the spring, you want to lighten up with your apparel, too. So, you know, a lot of people like to go to a lighter shoe. So this is a zero-drop shoe. It's a very light shoe. You can feel the road again. You know, you can't feel the road when you're slogging through snow and ice and slush. So take advantage of the dry roads and get a lighter, more flexible shoe.
And then we have some sunglasses because hopefully there is some sun coming.
Someday we'll see the sun. You know, sunglasses are important all year long, glare of the snow, but in the summer especially you want to have, protect your eyes from the UVA and UVB rays. These are really cool because they're called Phototech, so they're like lighten up and darken up according to the conditions. You know, so you can be on a gray morning or a sunny afternoon and you're going to have protection.
So we're throwing a lot of terms to our viewers, wicking, Phototech. So for people out there that maybe want a little bit more information or really just want someone to help them outfit for spring running, where is Fleet Feet Sports located?
Fleet Feet is at 2290 Delaware Avenue, right near Hurdle. And everybody on staff, we call them fit specialists because they know everything about what you need.
And we don't have time to talk about it, but you also help people sort of start running if they need more information on that.
Our beginner program started this week, and we have additional training programs coming up in May and June.
All right, it's always great to have you, Alice. I always feel inspired to start running again.